So today is exciting. If you've got a young person aged between, say, 8 and about 18, and they have autism and you're looking to help them build their social skills, well, this is exactly for you. So pretty much, Minecraft is a tool. It's one of many tools, but it's an amazing tool for helping young people with autism develop the confidence to interact socially with others and enjoy the process of doing it, because there's ways that your child can just play computer games and literally waste half the day, or there's something like a Minecraft social skills group where they can play computer games and they can enjoy hanging out with others and they can build their skills for hanging out with others. So what's that look like? Well, long story short is I work for dozens of children who play Minecraft while they sit on Zoom. Okay, Zoom, being able to see and hear each other and chat with each other, and together they build things. Like this week we'll be building, like, a big castle, and other weeks we've built, say, an airport, or we've built, I don't know, like a theme park. And so what our young people do is they get together and they can see each other on Zoom, and they've got their leaders with them, because we've always got a couple of leaders there who are helping them to make sure we're saying nice things to each other using friendly voices, and that we're encouraging each other, and together we build stuff, and it's great fun, and it builds social skills. Now, why is this particularly good for people who have autism? It's good because um, when you have autism and you don't always know what the social norms are, what the social rules are. So a lot of young people have a lot of anxiety around being social, because they're like, how do I conduct myself? What should I be doing? How do I fit in? What if people don't like me? Well, the good thing about playing Minecraft together while you're on Zoom, so you can see each other. So half your screen's Minecraft, or a bit over half, and then the rest of your screen is Zoom. So you're seeing each other's faces and you're reading each other's faces and you're listening to each other's voices. The part of the magic is that you've got a shared goal. Like, our goal is we're building a giant house today, or our goal is, we're building a water park. So you've got a shared goal, you've got a reason for being there. And then you've also got a shared topic of conversation. So one of the things that holds back young people who have autism with building friendships is they don't always know what to say to someone that's going to be about a topic they want to talk about and themselves want to talk about as well. Like, what do we talk about? Well, and what would I say? Well, if you're playing Minecraft together and together you're building, you're saying things like, oh, we need more materials for the roof. Does anyone have more materials for the roof? Or what color should we make the windows? Do we make them plain clear glass, or do we make them a different color? So we've got a reason for being there. We've got shared goals, and we've got a reason for having conversations. And obviously, you're going to have some issues where one person wants to build it out of red bricks, someone else wants to build it out of brown bricks. You're going to have those conversations, and that's where your leaders come in, and they help with that. So let's have a look at this. Why Minecraft for building social skills in young people who have autism? I think it's the second most powerful way I know of helping someone develop social skills. Um, the most powerful way is to equip someone with explicitly taught social skills in formulas for each different type of social situation they encounter, which, say, secret agent society or peers social skills course. They're both evidence-based courses. They're going to literally show your child social formulas that work in the real world, and that's great. That's the most powerful way of helping a young person develop social skills. The second most powerful way is to put them in a situation where they cannot fail. It's not possible to fail. So if together we're building a house, it's not possible to fail. We're going to get the result. The house may not look like we anticipate it'll look like, but we'll get there, and then we'll feel a sense of pride in ourselves. We'll feel like, that was fun, and I could do that. So there's right ways and wrong ways. How do you make Minecraft social? Well, the first thing is you're going to need to work with people who understand autism, who understand how to build social skills, and who have your child's best interests at heart. So what that doesn't look like is just jump on any server on the internet and hope that things will go well, because it won't. Your child will get excluded or spoken nastily to or bullied, or people don't get your child. They're not on your child's side. They're there for themselves. That's not how to do it. Instead, you need a separate space. Like for example, we have our own server that we use for our Minecraft groups. And on our own server, we have our own staff, all of whom are keen and excited about helping your young person build their social skills, because Minecraft is just the tool. Who cares about the tool? What we're actually here for, the goal is build our social skills. But we don't get that without the tool. Okay. So you need you need a separate area where young people can play. You need people matched by ability, Minecraft ability. You don't want someone who's never played before building with someone who's a total expert. Otherwise, they're going to feel silly. You need leaders who understand how Minecraft works, but way more than that, they understand how young people learn social skills and understand that don't just expect this young person to learn by osmosis. Instead, like, don't expect them to learn by just watching others and then magically internalizing the formulas. That's not how most young people with autism learn. Instead, they learn by, here in this situation, here are the steps. You know, how to start a conversation. You know, how to ask someone what their opinion is and be okay about what their answer is, even if it's different from yours. Okay, so let's go through some Q&A of what parents and what professionals are asking us. I mean, it was less than a week ago, I was working with 8 speech therapists and showing them how to do this, and they were so excited. And because just because you're a speech therapist or a psychologist or an occupational therapist doesn't mean that you've got a playground for young people to work in. You might be able to teach them the skills, but then they need a playground to practice in. And that's where something like Minecraft, a Minecraft social skills group, can come into its own. So the first thing we need to do is we need to make sure that the adults, the leaders, have a way of helping young people regulate their emotions, because kids will get excited and they will also get upset very easily when they're emotionally attached to what they're building. So we see that a lot. Say, if 2 young people are building houses side by side, one person will get really upset. Hey, he's building too close to my house. I wanted to put a pool there and now I've got no space for a pool. Okay. Well, in a Minecraft social skills group, we get our tech guys, our young men and ladies who are good at, Minecraft world, to press a few buttons and it moves that person's house over. So, oh, we're okay. We've got space again to build the pool. Fantastic. But you need the adult moderators there to make it work. And then as well as that, you need to have Zoom running, because you can't just rely on people's voices. What will happen is, if you don't have Zoom running so you can see each other, so you can chat with each other, so you can see each other's faces, what you'll end up with is basically an impersonal situation where everyone's building for themselves. That's not teamwork. That's not helpful. So you must have Zoom running. And with Zoom, you want your cameras on so you can see each other's faces, you can read each other. Okay. The other thing is, kids will, and young people and young adults will build friendships by interacting on Zoom, by seeing each other. They won't just be talking Minecraft. They'll be doing things like, hey, here's some Lego that I built the other day. Or go get your dog. Oh, here's my dog. And everyone's like, oh, cute dog, awesome dog. Let's go back to building the house. It's building a community. It's building friendships, because really, what are friendships? It's people who have something in common that they'd like to get together and talk together. Well, that's exactly what Minecraft social groups can do. So the magic of it is, like, what do you need? You need all the things that I've talked about before. You also especially need adults who get what's the point of being here. Your mum is not going to be equipped to do it. Okay, one, she doesn't understand Minecraft. Chances are she doesn't understand Minecraft. But two, not every child listens to their mum. Don't know if you've noticed, but that's not how the real world works. So, will children get upset? Yes, they will. And we deal with that. Now, sometimes kids get really upset. Occasionally, there's tears or whatever. The magic of using Zoom rooms is that you just press a few buttons, and that person who's feeling really upset can be in a different Zoom room where they're not seeing whoever it was that they're upset with, and you put them in a different group with a couple of other young people instead, and they keep building. They can decompress, they can de-escalate, and then once they're feeling okay, and once the problem's been solved, usually it's a problem that someone was building too close to me, or whatever was the problem. Your tech guys fix the problem, and then they can go back to be with their group. So do people get upset? Yes, they do. Do we deal with that? Yes, we do. Is that part of building emotional regulation skills? Yes, it is. Because we're definitely here to help young people build their social skills, but it's also building our emotional regulation skills to be able to handle when someone wants something different to what you want, and to be able to talk that through with them, with the leader. They're going, yeah, I think what Jimmy's saying is he likes red too, but he thinks that the brown will go better with the color of the trees. Do you reckon we could let him have it this time, and then next time we'll make the garage part of it red? It's like that sort of negotiation, so that we can handle our emotions. We're like, okay, that's fair. we'll go with that, because again, with autism, you often have a very strong sense of personal justice. It's not just, it's not right, is what things often feel like to a young person with autism. And to be able to have an adult help you negotiate things through helps you. Now, there are times where we're super excited, we're super loud, because we're excited. That's okay. The leaders can help our young people to just press a few buttons on their audio and suddenly their volume drops. Easy. Or just get them to move their microphone a little bit further away from their mouth, because some of the other young people with autism are going to be triggered by loud, like high volume of someone's voice. Um, Another thing that we look at is why insist on Zoom while we're playing Minecraft. Zoom is what builds relationships. Otherwise, we're just playing Minecraft. Zoom is what lets us see each other, hear each other. That builds relationships. Another thing that builds relationships within a Minecraft social skills group is that you want young people coming at the same time each week to their session, so that they can be with their same group. They can know their leaders. Most of our kids have got 2 or 3 leaders in their little mini group of, say, 3 or 4 young people. Okay, so they get to know the tech support people. There's a lot of us adults there. But for our young people, they just think, oh, I'm looking forward to turning up. I get to see my leader Sebastian and my leader Will and my leader Michael. Oh, and I get to work with Jesse and Kevin and Gemma. Like, I look forward to seeing those people because I've built with them before. I know them, they know me, they're always nice to me. Okay, there's something magic about that, but it starts with having Zoom going. Okay. A quick Q&A. Someone asked us, how did you get this started? How did you come up with the idea of using Minecraft to build social skills? It was actually a couple of years ago, back in lockdown. We were doing Secret Agent Society with primary school kids, and we do peers social skills course for high schoolers and for young people in the workforce. But we were doing these social skills courses, and it was fantastic for our young people. But in lockdown, they didn't have a place to practice those skills. That's when we started doing it in Minecraft, and then it just took off from there, and it's expanded at a massive pace. Because find me a young person who doesn't love computer games. Find me a young person with autism who doesn't want to make friends if they're in an environment that's conducive to it. So pretty straightforward. A lot of Well, actually, when I was working with those 8 speech therapists last week, they're asking, so how do we use this? Because we all know that when it comes to helping a young person with autism develop their social skills, they're going to need to spend their time learning the social formulas, not just being thrown into a playground. So what we do is each week we have a different theme. A different social skills theme. We've got a building theme. We're building a house, or we're building castles, or we're building a theme park. That's the building theme, but we've also got the social skills theme. So the social skills theme might be different ways we can negotiate. How to negotiate for an outcome that you and others are happy with. Or the social skill might be how to express your own opinion, even if it's a bit different from what others would think. Okay. Or the social skill might be how to say no to someone, but to say it politely. No, I don't really want to build the house near the hills. I want to build it right. I want to build it over near the river. And here's the reason why. Do you think maybe we could do that? Just gently expressing ourselves. So we've got a social skills curriculum that we cover that lasts a couple of months, but by the end of it, our young people have been looking at things like, how do I say yes? How do I say no? How do I accept other people's opinions? How do I handle it when other people are actually completely disagreeing with me? Like, how do I handle that? How do I have conversations around topics that other people want to talk about? In other words, how do I have a conversation? How do I not make the conversation all about a monologue of what I love to talk about? Because that's not building friendship skills. So we've got a social skills curriculum that makes sense. But really, the big benefit of Minecraft Social Skills Group is that it's a playground where children can use their social skills that they've been learning with their psychologist, their occupational therapist, or speech therapist, or where they can use their social skills they've been learning in, say, the peers course or the Secret Agent Society course, or they can use the social skills that their teacher at school's been trying to teach them. I want to go through a few other questions people ask. One of them is, and this is very much a mum's question. It's a valid question. I hear it from a lot of mums. Isn't Minecraft dark and nasty? Actually, and a couple of dads of us have been like that as well. So mums and dads, parents concerned, isn't Minecraft dark and nasty? Aren't you going around killing stuff? It's like, whoa, hold on. It's not like that. Minecraft is a Lego playground. Okay. There's two types of Minecraft. There's survival Minecraft where you can have, go and, kill the baddies sort of thing, which is pretty low level if we're honest. But anyway, and then there's creative Minecraft where it's basically like have a billion Lego blocks, go and build stuff. Okay, Legos where almost all of our Lego creative that's like Lego is where almost all of our young people start. And then as they start to get a bit tired of that, then we introduce them to like like team games in that happen in the survival Minecraft. Long story short, is Minecraft dark and evil? No, it's Lego on a computer. Um, here's another one that we get asked. But hold on, how do you know that my child is safe when they're playing Minecraft with others? It's like, well, you don't know that if your child is just on some random server somewhere in the world, surrounded by people you've never met. That's not conducive. You want somewhere separated from that in its own environment, like all of our Minecraft children and teens and young adults, they play on our server where only our people are allowed to be. Only our young people and our leaders can be there. It's safe, it's protected, because the world is full of people who don't have your child's best interests at heart. You want them to have a great outcome, so you need the right people around you. Another one is like, hold on, isn't it antisocial to be playing computer games instead of like out in the real world? Well, you have to meet young people where they're at. I mean, some of the people, look, there's a young lady who we work with who she came onto Minecraft. It was her first social experience in a long time. She hadn't left the house in over a year, um, except for like the most basic of basics. She just stayed home the whole time. So for her, getting on Minecraft and on Zoom, that was a big step for her. She even turned a camera on the very first day that she came. A lot of those conversations weren't even about Minecraft. They were about pets and I don't know, like favorite bands and favorite TV shows and stuff. Because Minecraft is, remember, it's not about Minecraft. It's the tool to create conversations. So the idea that it's antisocial, it's like it's not antisocial. We're talking all the time. We're chatting with each other. That makes it social, and someone else's idea of the perfect world for young people with autism is out there in the real world talking to people. That is a very intimidating prospect for a lot of young people, and they've met with a real lack of success in that in the past. So this is a place where they can rebuild their social confidence. What else? Another question people ask is, well, okay, so I get using Minecraft as the playground and Zooms to interact with each other. Does it actually work to build interpersonal skills? Does it work to build friendship skills? I can tell you straight out, yes, 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 and yes. And even say my own son, he's been doing the Minecraft groups for over a year now, which is a very long time. And in that time, he's gone from being a young man who can't express his own opinions, very quiet, answer you with 3-word answers, to being a young guy who he will express his opinions. He'll be straight about it. He will negotiate. He will spark conversations. Like he'll say things like, "Oh, Johnny, tell me, like, what are you building there?" Or he'll say, "Do you need help?" That's one of the skills that we equip our young people with is to say to people, "Oh, do you need a hand with that? Is there anyone here who needs a hand?" So people can say, "Yeah, can you help me with this?" It's building those skills. So my own son, I've seen it in my own son, gaining so much confidence, gaining like just learning to be himself and be brave. I really love that. And I know that he's got that from largely, I mean, who knows where he got all those skills, but a lot of it was from every single week hanging out with his little crew of guys, with his couple of leaders. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Sebastian, if you're ever watching this. Thank you, Lani. Thank you, Patrick. Like, thank you to all you people who've worked with my son and who continue to work with my son, because I can see the impact. Another question people ask is, are the skills that are learned in Minecraft Social Skills Group transferable to the real world? Well, yes, they are, as per what I was just describing with my son. He's an example. But the reason they're transferable to the real world is that they are real world skills. Because once you've got Zoom running, you've got Minecraft, you've got Zoom, you're seeing each other, you're talking to each other, that is living in the real world. It wouldn't be that if you were just playing Minecraft in isolation, or if you were, I don't know, typing to each other in the chat or something. Okay, so there's something really cool about hang out with each other from the safety of your own home, where you're relaxed, where if you do get a bit escalated, the leader can say, go get your dog. We'd love to see your dog again. We've missed seeing your dog. And you can just reset that way. There's something really healthy about that. It is real world. And so the reason the skills are transferable to the real world is that you're seeing each other, you're hearing each other. It is real world. Okay. Now, another question people often want to know is, how do you handle meltdowns? So remember, a meltdown in autism world is when someone's emotions have just got so big that they can't handle it, and they will just like let go of their emotions with either what looks like an outburst, like they're like rah, really upset. They might be growling at someone, or telling them off, or losing the plot a bit is what it looks like. Um, or a meltdown can be internal, where not going, not exploding at the world out there, but exploding at myself. Like, oh, I'm such an idiot. Oh, everyone hates me. I can't believe I stuffed that up so badly. And just like on this perpetual cycle of self-destruction. So we need to keep in mind that a meltdown is not a tantrum. A lot of people confuse meltdowns with tantrums. A tantrum is when a child is manipulating a situation to get what they want. That is not a meltdown. A meltdown for someone with autism, a meltdown is when their emotions are just getting so big they can't handle those emotions. So how do we deal with that? Like I said before, we can just switch which group young people are in. Sometimes a young person will just sit with, say, two of our tech team and build with them for a couple of minutes while they fix whatever was the issue. Um, Meltdowns happen because emotions happen, and it's part of building our skills. Is that like the technical stuff is, you're in the zone of proximal development. You're in that spot where your skills are being pushed. Meltdowns are okay. Sometimes we'll phone mom or dad and be like, hey, can you just take Jesse out for a drink of water and just a quick reset, and bring him back in 5 or 10 minutes when he's de-escalated a bit, because he's struggling and we want him to have a really positive experience. So I guess there's also a lot of teamwork there, working closely with parents, making sure that our young people get what they need. Another question someone asked that I want to look at is, the question is, I thought you need a systematic approach to teaching social skills. This doesn't sound systematic. So it is true you need a systematic approach to teach social skills. The systematic approach being, this social situation, here's what we do. Here's the social formulas for it. That social situation, here's the social formulas for it. For example, going to the pool, what do? I take my towel and my gear, and I hang out with other people while I'm there. And if I'm feeling a bit bored, I can get out of the pool. I can go and get an ice block or whatever from the canteen there, the little mini shop. It's like social skills for that environment. Great. Okay. But in Minecraft, the social skills are going to be transferable, but they're going to be systematic, because it might not be skills for the pool. It'll be skills for, how do I start a conversation? Skills next week might be, how do I continue a conversation? Skills the following week might be, say, how do I ask open questions about topics that other people want to talk about? So you've got a very systematic social skills thing there, but it's just not location based. Trying to keep things super transferable. I hope I've answered that question. Someone else has asked, look, there's a lot of social groups in the world, Minecraft being one of them. Another social skills group that Amazing Skills that we do is an art social skills group. It's not about the arts, about the social skills while we do art. Or the Lego social skills group. It's not about the Lego, it's about hanging out with each other, and we build Lego while we hang out, because the goal is to build social skills. So it's like, well, what sort of person is the Minecraft social skills group best for? It's for someone who loves Minecraft, or who loves computer games and they're happy to learn Minecraft. And it's for someone with autism who needs to develop their social skills and develop their emotional regulation skills. So it's like, we have to remember, it's pretty much for anyone who's happy to use Minecraft as the topic, the shared topic that we're going to be chatting about. Now, that's no difference from you or I as parents. If we go and say, watch our own child play soccer, where they're on the sideline with other parents, we can talk to them about soccer and about the soccer game, because we've obviously got that in common. Okay. So in Minecraft social skills group, what you've got in common is we love building stuff, and we're building something right now. Okay. Let's have a look at the next question. Oh, how do I get my child involved if my child is resistant? Okay. So sometimes we'll find that young people will be a little bit resistant to doing their first session of Minecraft because they don't know how to play. And that's valid because no one there's not many people I know who have autism who want to step into the realm of the unknown with others and feel silly. So what we do in that spot is that we'll get one of our tech team and one of our technical support team to build alongside your young person for a little while. So then we might have your young person with, say, Patrick and Lani, okay? And she and he, like Patrick and Lani, will be working with your child. They'll be teaching them what buttons to use, and then they'll put them in a group that is building using very basic skills. So that can be a reason to be resistant is like, oh, I haven't played it before. Another reason to be resistant, trying to think, what's another reason to be resistant? Would be if your young son or daughter had maybe an experience that was hard. They built a house, someone built too close to them, they felt upset, and if that wasn't resolved well, like sometimes if a young person is having a meltdown outwardly, it's really easy to see. We can solve that. Sometimes the meltdown's going inwardly. I hate these people. No, they hate me. I don't belong here. That those sort of thoughts can go across someone's mind, and if we're not aware of that until mum sends us an email a bit later or sends us a text or gives us a call and goes, oh, he really felt excluded. We're like, I did not know that. Let me fix that for him. And then the following week, we'll make sure that, or at his next session, we'll make sure before he even gets on, the leaders know he had a rough time last time. He wasn't coping. We'll make sure he's with a group of people who are building something non-controversial where it's only that first 5 minutes needs to be positive and then they're back in the zone. So I guess you're seeing the picture that we work really, really hard to make sure that young people have a great time, and we work really hard to make sure that that when things don't go right, because never in the history of the world have you had a group of young people with autism and everything just went right. Like, they're learning social skills. Things will go off track and things will need to be brought back on track. But you're seeing how much work goes in behind it. And that sort of work, it's like, that's why you can't just put your child onto some Minecraft server somewhere in the world and hope for the best. Like, we work so diligently to make sure that every child gets what they need. And there are so many things that we need to do to make that work. It's not going to happen by chance. And then if I look at all this, it's like one more question parents ask is it a waste of time to be playing computer games? Absolutely not. In fact, it's so important you catch this. That idea that my child playing computer games is a waste of their time and a waste of their life is not the truth. The truth is, if all your child does is play computer games, yes, it's a waste of their life. But if playing a computer game is a tool, is a key to your child developing their social skills, wow, what an opportunity. I mean, my goodness me. I know that I remember talking to a psychologist about this a while ago, that it's just amazing that there can be a group where young people would want to go and develop their skills. Because you ask any psychologist, it's not always like that with in the realm of one-on-one sort of psychology. The young people don't always want to be there, but my goodness, young people do want to be at Minecraft, and they do want to be able to experience that success. So when people say, oh, but my child plays computer games, he plays too much computer games, that's such a waste of his life. Firstly, if your child is sitting on the computer playing games by themselves, it possibly isn't the best use of their time, but at least they're feeling successful at something. They're developing their sense of, oh, I can do things. Because when you think about it, most computer games, whether it's Minecraft or something else, are a series of small goals, small achievable goals. Yep, that's goal one, tick, done. That's goal two, yep, tick, done. And that sense of success. Because your young person probably goes to school or work, doesn't feel successful, feels hassled, feels isolated, feels like not even wanted sometimes. And then they come home and then they're playing computer games for that experience of success. So we don't want to take that off them. So the idea that computer games are a waste of time, not true. Computer games are a place where your young person can have a lot of fun and have some success. But compare that though to a social skills group with a common interest of a computer game, where they're following a social skills curriculum and building their skills and building their confidence and experiencing friendship. Because the thing is, it's like, in the real world, you might not have friends, but in Minecraft social skills group, your friends are right there. You may only see them during Minecraft social skills group, but they're still your friends. You're experiencing friendship. And once you've experienced what friendship is, then you can more easily go after that and do that in the real world. Well, if you have any other questions, let us know. Please have a look in the down the bottom of this, in the description. There is one of the most helpful guides, mini ebooks that most popular we've got. Please grab it. Please give it away to others. Get yourself upskilled as a parent. And if there's anything else we can do to be helpful, if you're in Australia, it's amazingskills.com.au. If you're in the rest of the world, like UK or wherever you are, it's amazingskills.org. All right. Keep being amazing, parents and professionals who are watching this. Keep being amazing. I appreciate the work you're doing, and let us know if there's anything else we can do to help you.